YouTube, what it do, man? It's your boy Josh. We back up in this thing with another one. We woke up this morning. It's another beautiful day. All praise to the Most High, man. Let's get it, man. Hey, y'all, I'm back, man. I appreciate all y'all clicking on this video, man, after I've been gone for about a couple months, man. But I just got done with Ranger School, man, and unfortunately, dog, I failed, bro. I failed. You know, and I'm cool with failing, you know, knowing that I gave everything I 100% had. I gave it 100% of what I could. I tell you guys, always be cool with going through the pain of transformation as long as you don't have to go through the pain of regret. I could walk away, you know, not having any sort of regrets. I wish I would have tried a little bit harder. I wish I would have did this a little bit more deliberately and things of that nature. But, you know, I left it all out there. And then what a part of living and just how you should just carry yourself. You should just carry yourself the same exact way, whether you win or lose. Confidently, humble, and accepting the results for whatever happened. You know, if you win, cool, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate your win. Give gratitude towards your win. But don't let that win automatically, you know, make it seem like there's nothing left in life and that you've already, you know, attained the status and there's nothing left for you to do. No, there's going to be another challenge. There's going to be another obstacle, because that's the journey of life. That's the journey of growth. And there's going to be some situations where you're going to lose, bro, like I did, where, you know, you put everything in towards it, and then you just live with the results. And instead of being mad and bitter and upset, just understand that, you know, you bring value in other ways. Just because you had a setback, just because you had a failure, does not mean that that setback and failure defines who you are. That you couldn't meet that standard, that doesn't mean that you are less than. That doesn't mean that you can't bring value in other areas. There's more to life than just that one thing that you're worried about. There's more things that you can bring other than that one thing that you're worried about. You may be in competition, may see the man on the left and the right being able to get it, being able to go, but, you know, you just got to understand that that's what their value is, and that their purpose has called them on that, and that God may have something else planned for you. But you ain't put on this earth just for nothing. You ain't put on this earth just because, you know, oh, you can't do that, well, then that means you're valuable, so you just don't do anything. No, you pick it up and you just keep on moving, bro. And so I'm speaking from experience, man. I failed, you know, either way I succeeded or failed, I was going to be a better version regardless. You know what I'm saying? The person that I had to transform to become, bro, I'm proud of myself. You know what I mean? And I'm going to be talking to you guys about what to do after failure. You know what I'm saying? It's because to me, I was also reflecting about over the times that I've lost in the past year or two. I remember I was supposed to be engaged and supposed to get married. Didn't happen. I remember when I, you know, chose to go to New York and chose this duty station. I chose to go here on the condition that I was going to deploy. You know, looking to stack up some money, looking to set up my life and plan my life. But they took that away from me. Couldn't do that. Then I also tried to go to Ranger School, try to, you know, make the most out of my situation. Went to Ranger School, failed. So it seems like right now, not a lot of things are going right in my life, and I just keep taking L after L, and I just want to find a win. You know what I'm saying? And the only way that you can find a win is to not worry about the things of the past, but to continue looking forward. Because I got a Bible verse for y'all boys, man. Let me see if I can find it. It says Philippians chapter 3, verse 13. It says, "Brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself yet to have taken a hold of it, but one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead. I press on toward the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Christ Jesus." And you see, that verse right there is letting you know that if you've failed in life, if you don't know exactly what you're going to do, bro, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. Is that you need to just stop focusing on the past. What happened, happened. You gave it 110% or not. But either way, you learn that either I give 110% or I did give 110%, but this is what I need to correct. This is what I need to do. Because there are going to be some situations where you're going to continue to fail. The way that can keep your spirits uplifted is to continue to look forward. Because the sun is going to rise up tomorrow, bro. You're going to wake up tomorrow morning. You know what I'm saying? If you wake up tomorrow morning, you're going to either have to choose to either dwell on the past or just put that jump behind you and just keep moving forward. The choice is up to you though, bro. But you are given an opportunity. You woke up this morning. You have another beautiful day in front of you. That's another opportunity for you to get better. Even if I fail, even though I failed Ranger School, bro, I'm looking back and like, bro, I still progressed. This is my second time failing. I still progressed better than the first time that when I went through. I went through this time and it was like, yeah, I got a lot further than I did the last time. I can just appreciate that, but I didn't get the result that I said I was going to look for. Okay, it's over now. What you want me to do? I sit here and dwell and cry and complain and things of that nature? No, because it gets nothing done. The way that you can keep to bounce back is just to bounce back and not care about what happened in the past, bro. You worried about things that are outside of your control. That's what I tell my boys, man. Don't worry about things that are outside of your control. The one thing you can control is how you react to it. The one thing you can control is how you wake up and you address your next 24 hours, bro. You want to sit there and be mad and stuff like that, bro. I can understand, bro, but that solves nothing. Your life is still in the same situation as it is before. That just comes with the consequences of daring to be great. Daring to be something that, you know what I'm saying, is greater than what you are today. Is that while you were attempting to climb up, there's going to be some times where you might slip and fall down, bro. What you thought you was going to go all the way up to the top, one hit or quitter, you know what I'm saying, all the way to the top, no issues, no problems, no nothing. You didn't think you was going to experience some failures or anything like that? What made you think of that? Oh, you thought that, because you only failed one time, the next time it automatically meant you was going to get through? No. You may fail 100 times before you be able to get through and be able to figure it out. But then I ask you, bro, because some of y'all are going to sit there and be like, dang, bro, 100 times, bro, I got to fail? Yes, bro, 100 times. And if you over here sitting there and worried about, the 100 times and, that's a lot of work to be getting nowhere, well, then the next question I got to ask you is, how bad do you really want it? How bad do you want it? If you worried about failing, if you worried about, I only got too many tries left and I don't know if I can give too much, then it sounds like you don't want it bad enough. I thought you wanted it bad enough. When you say you wanted it, this is what you also agreed to. This is what you also signed up for. When you said you wanted it bad enough, you also meant that you signed up to have the days where it wasn't going to be feeling good, the days where you're going to get failed, the days where you're going to get told to come back and try again. When you said you wanted it bad enough, it was implied that you was game and you was cool with whatever happened. That you may get told no, that you may get rejected. I thought that was already implied, that there was going to be some setbacks along the way. But if you can't give it another try, if you can't keep it moving one day at a time, if you can't focus on the future instead of focusing on the past, then man, you probably just didn't want it bad enough. You didn't want it bad enough. If you try your hardest, your absolute hardest, you let it take everything out of it, bro, you will succeed one day, bro. You will succeed. But a guaranteed way of knowing that you won't succeed is if you quit today. I know it hurts, bro. I know the feeling, bro. Trust me. I wanted y'all to know about the experience, bro. I've been gone for so long, bro. Been preparing for so long for this school. All just for it to not end up in the favor that I hoped it had ended up. But you want to know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stand up. I'm going to keep training. I'm going to keep grinding. Because I understand that this life that I'm on, this journey that I'm on, I'm just in the process of it. I'm in the process of making myself better. I'm in the process of learning how to deal with defeat. Because if you think that this is just going to be the end all be all, where you ain't going to lose again, where you ain't going to feel like you got rejected again, bro, you sadly mistaken, my friend. You sadly mistaken. It's going to be another opportunity where you gonna fail, where you ain't gonna get the result you said you would, where you ain't gonna get the result you thought you was gonna get. It's gonna happen again, but how are you gonna handle it next time? Are you gonna show that Most High that you ready for the success because you can handle the failure? That's another thing, bro. Before you can handle the success, you gotta be able to handle the failure. If you a dude that's always used to winning all the time, always used to having no issues, no problems, how you think you gonna respond that first time where you faced with some adversity, where it don't run your way? The older you get and the more you win, without having to go through any sort of turmoil or adversity. That's how we end up having bitter, sore losers. People that don't know understand the feeling of losing. Not understanding that in life you're going to grind every single day, give it 110%, and it still may not be enough. Y'all know Patrick Beverley, bro? I was watching the playoffs, man. I was catching up on some of the things in the playoffs, and I was watching how Patrick Beverley, and I started looking at his history and things like that. But this instant, like, he was throwing the ball at the fans because the fans was chirping at him. They was getting to him. I don't know what they all said and anything like that, but it was clear that they was getting under his skin. And it seems like Pat Bev only reacts in this certain situation whenever he loses. Because this is a situation where he lost and he didn't know how to handle the loss. He didn't know how to handle his composure. He couldn't, you know what I'm saying, tip his hat to the other team and accept it. And then there was another time where he was losing. And Chris Paul walked right by him, didn't say a word to him. And as soon as Chris Paul walked by him, he turned around and pushed him in the back without him looking. That was another situation. There's multiple situations that I noticed. I was like, there's a trend here where this man it doesn't seem like he can handle losses very well. And because he can't handle losses very well, he'll be right back there again. Because somebody who can't accept defeat is somebody who thought that all I had to do was put the hard work in and I was supposed to get everything. No, bro. When it comes to being great, daring to be great, you're going to grind all summer, all fall, all winter, all spring, the whole year. And then when it's race day, when it's showtime, bro, it still may not be enough. Then what you going to do? You going to pout? You going to act entitled because you put the work in, so you was obligated to get a win, bro? Nah, bro. Sometimes you're going to put all that work in and you're going to still walk out of there with an L. How you going to handle that situation? Oh, shoot, if I'm going to put all the work in and there still ain't no guarantee that I'm going to win, shoot, then what's the point of even trying? Well, shoot, stay right there, bro. Less competition, less resistance for the rest of the ones who really want it bad enough. I'm talking to my dogs out there who really want it bad enough, who understand that this is what comes with the game. If you ain't a dog, and if you ain't got that dog in you, bro, and you worried about, oh, well, I still might fail, it just ain't for you, bro. You just ain't bad enough. You just don't want it bad enough. Because the ones who want it bad enough, they let the thought of them winning carry them over the thought of them losing. Man, we dogs over here. We understand that, bro. If we dare to be great, it's going to be a time where, you know what I'm saying, it's not going to favor our side. We get that. But shoot, what if I tried and it did favor my side? I did end up getting what I set out to get, bro. Is peace and prosperity worth it to you, bro? Do you want it that bad enough? Want it bad enough to the point to where you don't care what happens, what type of obstacles, what type of failures that are going to be headed your way, you still gain. You still positive. You focused on the future instead of worrying about the past. Folks that worry about the past, folks that worry about things that they ain't got no control over, folks that can't understand that, hey, there's going to be some good days and some bad days. This is what's going to separate them. It's how they take care of themselves, how they approach the failures, how they approach constantly losing in life. It's a strength of your character. It gives a great depiction of what your character is like is by how you responded to losing, responded to failure, responded to none of your plans working out the way you thought they would. But if you're a dog, you'd understand that it's just part of the game. It's just part of the game. So now since I'm back, man, I appreciate all the ones that still hollering or still hanging through with me, man. I'm gonna get the videos back up again, bro. I'm back. I don't know. I haven't talked to my leadership about going back to school again, but we'll see, man. I got a whole timeline that I got plans for the year, and this kind of situation kind of messed it up a little bit, and so I got to replan, figure out what the best scenario situation is for me. Whether that's going back to school immediately, going back maybe sometime next year, or maybe not even having the opportunity to go back at all. I'm cool with that because I gave it 110%, and I'm cool with, you know what I'm saying, becoming the person who I said I was going to be, to even show up. To even show up, bro, I had to train and transform my mind, body, and spirit into something greater than what I was before. And so while some people may look on it and say, yeah, objectively, you know what I'm saying, you failed, I'd say, bro, yeah, I may have got a failure in this circumstance, or based on this criteria, or based on another criteria, bro. I just leveled up. I feel like I'm more disciplined. For the time I was going through Ranger School, it was the hardest thing I ever experienced in my life. And all I could keep telling myself, man, Josh, you choosing to do the harder things. You choosing the harder things. I told myself, no matter whether I get my Ranger School tab or whether I don't, I'm winning walking out of there, because I was willing to walk into the arena. I was willing to become somebody who I wasn't before. And I was willing to lose with the possibility of winning. I chose to do something that was hard, so life will be easy on the way out. If I try again, it'll be easier. And that's just how you gotta approach it, man. That's all. Just try it again, it'll be so much, because the fact that you gain is actually experience that you gained. It's no real true failure. The only way you could truly fail is if you quit. But as long as you're still in it, as long as you're still in the game, as long as you can still punch, as long as you can still move forward, as long as you still got an opportunity to wake up and make something of your day, bro, you still in it. You still in the fight. The fight's not over yet. And if you want it bad enough, you'll do what's necessary. If you want it bad enough, it won't knock you off your center square. If you want it bad enough, you'll keep grinding. And so that's all I got for y'all boys. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I'm gonna holler at y'all.